get advice from them. You're able to grow with them as well. Okay. And so tonight I wanted to jump on here, and what I wanted to talk about before we get too deep in this is I wanted to talk about risk, right? I wanted to talk about risk, and then I wanted to talk about finding things and fixing systems that are they're there, but they're not there. How can you jump in on this Zoom as well as we go through it? And pretty much no question is a dumb question. So feel free to jump in, feel free to ask questions, feel free to do whatever you want to do. If you just want to come hang out, rub shoulders, whatever it is for you, feel free to jump in and do that, okay? Unlike other groups that are out there, we go live twice a week. You get to meet with me, you get to hang out with me, you get to ask me questions. But also we have some badass marketers in here, and we're not just talking those one freaking 99% of marketers that say they're badass. We're talking about the 1% that are. And so what does that mean? It means like Scott King, freaking straight WordPress badass, Calvin Burkhardt, straight freaking can get a backlink from anything, right? And so these people can rank, bank anything, anywhere, and you're able to ask them questions. You're able to get advice from them. You're able to grow with them as well, okay? And so tonight I wanted to jump on here, and what I wanted to talk about before we get too deep in this is I wanted to talk about risk, right? I wanted to talk about risk, and then I wanted to talk about finding things and fixing systems that are they're there, but they're not there. How can you make them better? How can you get them better, right? Because I was sitting down with my wife the other day, and we were talking, and she's like, you know, we're looking at inventors in the world, and we were looking at all these different types of people in the world, and we realized that nobody's really inventing something unique. There's nothing new. They're taking a product from one area or one thing, and they're utilizing it in a different system, right? So you might see a guy step in and freaking, you know, create a new CRM for concrete contractors, right? But at the end of the day, that same exact CRM, that same exact layout has been sitting in salon owners' hands for 10 years. They just took it, they customized it a little bit and kicked it off into contractors. The same goes for a lot of different shit in life, right? And so I don't think that you have to be an inventor. I don't think that you have to reinvent a wheel. I think that but you should always be in a position, you should always be in a place to find somebody else's system, or to look at a system and look at the systems in multiple areas and be able to combine and make something better, okay? Because if you can put yourself in that position, then you're putting yourself in front of opportunity day in and day out. I'm like an OG at finding shit, and this is huge. My wife says this is huge for me. I'm an OG at finding shit that other people come in and they put quite a bit of effort, quite a bit of work, and then they give up on it, right? Because like, think about it, 99% of people don't push through to the end. They don't push through to the finish line. So they get a lot of deals that are 80% of the way done or 70% of the way done or whatever. And if you're the type of guy that's looking for those opportunities, looking for those deals, looking for that, you're going to find it, and you're able to get in there and put in your fresh thoughts, right? Your fresh marketing, your fresh tools, your fresh whatever it is, and you can push them to the finish line and take a big percentage of it. So keep your mind open. Always be looking at systems. Always be looking at what people are doing and what you know. Some of you may be real estate agents, right? Plus now you're getting the marketing. You're putting tools on your belt for marketing. How can you utilize? How can you mesh those two together in an area that people, and then help people, right? And like, that's what you should be thinking all the time. But none of this happens without taking risks, right? Because without risk, there is no reward. So you got to think outside the box. You got to be able to take ideas from multiple different niches, multiple different industries, and put them together. And you got to be able to find deals that people started, put a lot of energy, time, focus, money behind, and weren't able to complete them, and reach in, grab them, and run to the finish line with it. Because